Welcome to the Yeti Tool Factory, where we make one thing and one thing only: SmartBench.
Let me show you around.
We put everything into a large unit in Portishead near Bristol, where we can focus together, from design to software and mechanical development, all the way through to our production line, which can make up to 35 machines a week. 87% of all parts that come in to make SmartBench are sourced from local suppliers, which we are really proud of. For example, we design all of our own extrusions for SmartBench, which are pressed up in Corby, processed using sustainably sourced aluminium from the UK, and then delivered in pallets down the M5. And our alloy plates, again specified by our engineers, are waterjet cut down in Plymouth and then modified in-house to meet precision specifications. Other parts like the racks in the X and Y axes are actually manufactured right here using our own SmartBenches. I mean, that's what CNC machines are good for after all, and we're not short of that technology. They power through 12-hour shifts and are placed in an environmentally controlled chamber which we need for this particular material. When the stock comes in, it's worth £150, and when it leaves, it's worth £2,500. Once all these parts have passed their own quality checks, they're distributed to the sub-assembly stations where operators are ready to build. SmartBench is made up of 6 different sub-assemblies, and we have an assembly station for each one. As each sub is built, it has its own unique test to check it's performing as expected. For example, the Z-head, which takes the most time to build. From scratch, this would typically take about half a day to make. When the mechanics have been built, it's connected to a jig which runs the axis up and down to measure the force needed. We get all of the graphs in real time so that the operator can analyse the rolling resistance. Once the mechanics have passed, it gets its own set of electronics, which then does a self-test, finished with a calibration soak procedure, which takes about an hour. We apply this level of testing to all the sub-assemblies that have electronics, so that when the finished sub-assembly gets put on the shelf, it's perfectly ready for final test, where we're able to bring the whole machine together. We build up the machine just as you'd assemble your own SmartBench. After it's been checked and squared, it's given a serial number and sent on an automated 6-hour endurance test to run in the machine. And at the same time it records its own performance. All the while it's measuring 1 million data points, which all get sent up to a server for central analysis. Once the bench has passed all of our data checks, it gets a final visual inspection by a separate QC operator before getting cleared for packing. With a SmartBench coming off the production line every 1.5 hours, monitoring the whole process is a challenge in itself. We're able to keep an eye on rack manufacturing using SmartBench's own Smart Manager, which informs our engineering team on the progress and helps them to identify any issues, sometimes before the operators are even aware. As well, we have live dashboards which monitor the production stages throughout the day, updating every 5 minutes so we can quickly see if there are any bottlenecks. While we're here, we can talk a little bit about the work the engineers do. This department is mostly responsible for control. We stay on top of our specifications for our supply chain and are constantly monitoring our own internal QC processes. And of course there's R&D. This is where we try to make customer requested features a reality, always looking towards SmartBench's future. And that includes a team of electronics and software engineers who are constantly improving our SmartBench interface, bringing in new features and tools which we publish as free updates. Upstairs, we have our own marketing suite where we film our how-to videos for the Yeti Tool CNC Academy, and we're able to demonstrate SmartBench. And just next to that is our customer support team.
Good afternoon, Yeti Tool customer support. Please can I take your ticket number?
These are the guys responding to tickets, chatting to you on the phone, and going above and beyond to get our customers where they need to be. We live and breathe this technology. It's amazing to work with such a passionate team. Everybody wants to see the photos of projects from our customers. Everybody's game to muck in with a crazy idea, and everybody wants to keep SmartBench at the top of its game.
Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, pop by for a coffee.